Sareshwala, one second. You made a point which Kamal Farooqi was also making earlier. It's for deeper malaise. It's about a mindset. There've been studies across states like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, which have said that yes, there is a negative mindset among our police force, and this is a reality. So the point is, Dr. Ajay Kumar, is this beyond politics? You are looking here to pin down the BJP on this, and you've talked about, the conversion row and the fact that this government is sort of subliminally allowing these kind of messages to come through. But is this beyond politics? It's a deeper malaise, and is it just beyond, it's not just about the BJP?
No, it is a deeper malaise, but any government is looked by the action they take. So now taking an example, if this has happened, there is no visible, now Mr. Zafar Sureshwala is saying that they are appalled, but appalled and showing sentiment like the way Mr. Vyas is showing is not the solution. The solution is what action you are taking. And in action, you believe me, if you take this program after a week, there'll be zero action on the ground and then the vicious cycle, because they won't like to take an action on it. Action is what you do an inquiry. Now let us know who is the person who's inquiring. This should be in the public domain. If it is such an appalling news and the Chief Minister of the state has responded, then why don't you know the name of the inquiring officer? Why don't you know what inquiry is being taken? And it's not, and it is a deeper malice, yes. But the way, my fear is when it happens in a BJP-ruled state, obviously your antennas go up and it is the subliminal agenda, but leave that aside. The Bharatiya Janata Party government in Gujarat has to answer that who is inquiring and when will we know the results of the inquiry? And that's not too much to ask. That's
okay, Zafar Sareshwala and Raghav Chadha both want to make a point. Raghav Chadha, you first, then Mr. Sareshwala. And then we'll get Mr. Vyas to respond.
Well, Padma, I want to speak for a while.
Yes, Mr. Farooqi, we'll come to you after that. Raghav Chadha, quick point.
You have two options. Unfortunately, in India, as of now, you have two options. You have one, Bharatiya Janata Party, which comes up with a majoritarian approach. Then you have the Congress, which essentially defines secularism as holding minorities hostage. The word secularism in this country smacks of political conspiracy now, and that is the real problem. We need to understand that there is an institutional bias. There is a larger, all these typecasting and stereotyping is slowly creeping into our public institutions, and we need to sensitize them rather than doing politics over it. Politics should be kept aside, and both the central government and the state government should issue a zero tolerance order against any sort of communal typecasting.
And Mr. Jairam Vyas, the allegation is that the wrong message has already gone out, whether you like it or not. And now not only should action be taken, it should be seen to be taken so that people who may be nervous by this perceived message are reassured that yes, there is no institutional bias against them. Why then the silence about exactly what your state government is doing?
Before
well, it will be known, we will not shy away from replying this question.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Farooqi bhai, please.
Yeah, I don't want to politicize the whole thing, and I don't want to restrict it to the BJP states only. I don't want to restrict it to Gujarat only. I would say that it is the mindset in the police, and why this mindset, why Sareshwala Sahab has said is right. You will not find the officers in all the investigation agencies, Muslim officers. You will find very little percentage over there. In the entire police force, hardly any Muslim would be there. It is not Gujarat alone. You see what had happened in Rajasthan, what had happened last year in UP, and what has happened even in Delhi. Delhi police bought the scarf, which Muslims normally have it.
Exactly, but since this latest episode has happened in Gujarat and on two occasions, the questions will be posed to the Gujarat government, Mr. Jairam Vyas. So what action are you taking? Because reassurance is needed.
Well, you are fully within your right to pose the questions, and they will be replied also. If you ask, you take a follow-up after a week, I think you will also know what is happening to the inquiry. So I think there is no hiding of the facts, and
Mr. Vyas,
will not shy away
Mr.
from
Vyas, the Chief Minister of the state in question has said that the matter is closed. That's the statement coming in from the Chief Minister saying it was a mistake, the matter is closed. How can it be closed? It's not closed until some action is taken.
And I'm sorry, sir, when we spoke to your senior most police official, he said it's been a learning process. Here you have a community being depicted in a certain way, and he calls it a learning process.
Unfortunately,
doesn't that smack of insensitivity?
Apart from I am sure, having known the bureaucracy, there must be some cognizance taken at some level, and inquiry must have been going on. I am very sure about it. So I think the chapter may be closed at the Chief Minister's level, so that off and on she is not called upon to inquire, reply on this issue. But the administrative process has not, must not have been closed. So that is.
Raghav Chadha wants to come in on this. Yes, Raghav.
Let me complete.
We'll come back to you, Mr. Vyas. Raghav Chadha has a point to make about what you just said.
No, if you break my arguments in the middle of it, and then you say you will come back to me, there is no point.
Deterrence needs to be created. And see, in order to change the mindset, deterrence needs to be created. You have to show that, you know, somebody has done something wrong, something which is extra constitutional, and therefore that person, Mr. X or Mr. Y, should be punished. And please understand, Mr. Vyas, your government has come up with a development and a good governance agenda. Every now and then we debate love jihad, we debate Godse, we debate communal typecasting, we debate PK, we debate, you know, all these sites of, things that are damaging the social fabric of the country. Why don't you concentrate on development and good governance, which was your core agenda as far as, you know, winning the elections is concerned?
Yes.
Why
See, Mr. Vyas, the main point here, the main point here is that deterrence that Raghav talks about. Where's that immediate rap on the knuckles which could have and should have come from the state government?
No, I have only two small points to make. One is I am in entire agreement with Kamal Farooqi. I mean, what he says, I dicto endorse it. I am in total agreement with him. It's the most sensible thing to do. I unfortunately cannot agree with Raghav Chadha, because what kind of examples could be set in enforcing the law and order, where examples were set by either his chief minister when he said that I am anarchist,
come on,
or Somnath Bharti. So please don't try to. No, you have got no business. Aam Aadmi Party ko to koi. You know you have no business. You have never showed scant respect to the constitution of this country. A party which has shown scant respect to the constitution of this country, you are teaching how we should be running the country.
History of fake encounters. Gujarat police has.
No, you worry about yourself. Your chief minister who comes on the footpath and says that I am an anarchist.
No, why are you
You have scant respect for the constitution of this country. You have got Raghav Chadha no business to talk on this issue.
Fake encounters then.
No, but Mr. Vyas, if you'll just address the specific question, which is that the message which has gone from the political class to the police of Gujarat is that it's okay to stereotype this community and you'll get away with it.
Kamal Farooqi.
Ajay Kumar also wants to come in. Mr. Vyas, before you respond, Ajay Kumar.
I have totally endorsed it. But Raghav Chadha, you know, person who has scant respect for the constitution.
One second, Mr. Vyas.
Mr. Vyas, okay, now if you want to politicize this debate, now answer the following questions. Why has the Gujarat State Police always been found guilty of
I will not answer Raghav Chadha your any question, because you are a person who has no respect for the constitution.
Okay, so if you won't entertain questions from Aam Aadmi Party, at least listen to the Congress. Listen to the Congress at least. Mr. Vyas, yes, Ajay Kumar.
Can't respect for the constitution of this country.
Padmaja, the simple issue is that any government is known. Any government is known by the
argument
actions which the
can always be pulled out. Mr. Raghav Chadha, when you want to hit somebody below the belt, you will also get one. Yeah, Mr. Kumar, go ahead.
What, Mr. Vyas? Yeah, any government is
please go ahead.
by the action of the officers, whether it's the police or whether it's the constable or whether it's the collector, whether it's the SP. Now, what has happened is there has been a stereotyping. It has gone all over the country. It is one of the worst episodes. Everybody said it is a bad thing. The Chief Minister said, but there is no visible action taken. And that leads to doubt. So what we are asking the Gujarat government is that let us know who is inquiring and by when we'll know. Now, the issue is, I don't think that's too much for the people to ask. That it is
isn't that a fair point?
Issue.
Isn't that a fair point? Kamal Farooqi, Kamal Farooqi wanted to say that I want to go beyond BJP rule states, I want to go beyond Gujarat on this because it's a larger issue. But Mr. Farooqi, isn't it a very, very small thing to ask of a state government to react to something like this in a very clear manner
with urgency
and say that this is not going to be accepted?
Sure.
Sure. Why? For two reasons. Why? Because it has happened right now. We are discussing Gujarat. So it is the responsibility of the Honorable Chief Minister to respond and act. And this action should be seen in public. It should be seen that the person have been penalized and a due course of investigation has been done. And it should not be done by the police itself. It should be done by some agency on whom we have got the faith. Police right now, their level of faith is a little low. Number one. Number two, larger question which I have posed both in Gujarat and other places. Unless the minorities, more particularly the Muslims, would have the reasonable number of prisons in all the investigation agencies, all these stereotypes will continue. I'm pretty sure that if there is a fair amount of representation, this will go down. Because
that is a larger issue, Mr. Farooqi, but you know, that is a larger issue. But that deterrent that Raghav Chadha spoke of, it comes down to this. When something like this happens and your state government comes out and says that it was a mistake and then doesn't take action or at least doesn't clarify action, and then the party spokesperson sitting on the debate refuses to talk about what action might be taken, then it goes out as a message that even if something like this is happening, these people are going to get away with it. Mr. Vyas, when are we going to get that reassurance that something is going to happen and that there will be action against these police officers who've done this?
One sec. I want to correct.
Sir, this is not Padmaja. First of all, there's
of the party or the government. I am not a I am on your invitation. I am your guest. Unfortunately, from tomorrow, if you don't want me to be there, I will not be there.
No, but we'd like you to take a stand for your party, sir. That's the whole point.
Padmaja,
no, the point is what we'd like you to take a stand for your party.
What is the background of your guest? No, that is okay, but you should know what is the background of your guest.
No, I understand, sir. Yes, you're a senior leader of the party, but here you are speaking for the party. Let's not digress from the issue. You're speaking for the party, and the question to you is, why is the BJP government in Gujarat not taking immediate action on this?
Some action must have been going on. And you are fully within your right to ask for it, and it can be if it can wait for 24, 48 hours, it can be told to you. There cannot be any hesitation on the part of the state government. I am sure about it.
Yes, Mr. Sareshwala also wants to come in, Raghav Chadha, before we come to you. Mr. Sareshwala, a quick word from you.
The ray of hope here. Yeah, the ray of hope here was that I was quite satisfied when I talked to the highest authorities in the government. They have already instituted an inquiry with the top officers in Gandhinagar. They will reprimand the officers involved, and they will also do something to sanitize these people. So at least that was a ray of hope. And at least I am now satisfied with the action which is going to be taken. But for me, again, I repeat, the malaise is much beyond Gujarat, and we need to reform our police force and our institutions. They do have institutional bias. Until that is not come out, then India can never
But
grow
where
the
does
way
this
we want it
bias
to
come
grow.
from? That is the question, because it's one thing, to loftily say, yes, we need to reform the entire institution, that all of these biases will go away. But as someone who's also been an insider, where does this message, where does this slant come from, Ajay Kumar?
I think what Mr. Farooqi said one is that you need to increase the recruitment. The percentage of, people from different communities, and even the social, I'm not only communities, even the caste, orientation of the police forces. And I'm not saying you should have caste-based reservation, but the number of people from marginalized communities, number of people from from the tribes.
No, but would it be unfair to say that this is a reflection, the mindset betrayed by the police force is a reflection of the mindset which is harbored by the political class? The polity of that state?
See, the government organizations.
In fact,
the government organizations.
It is the job of the civil
Let me complete here. The government organizations. One sec. Let me complete. The government organizations respond to the political leadership. So the political leadership definitely defines it. So there is a great danger that if the political leadership doesn't define the boundaries, then you will have further vitiation of environment. But But I think
Zafar
the issue
Sareshwala,
is, like Mr. Farooqi correctly
that's
said,
the point. And as Padmaja was saying, the fact is that if there is a sort of easy approach on something like this from the government, or at least it's perceived as the fact that the state government is going easy on someone who's done something like this, then isn't there a message going out that yes, we're coming out and we're saying that it was a mistake, but that's all we're doing about it? And you say, Zafar Sareshwala, that there is action, and you have been reassured that some inquiry has been initiated. But if that action is not spelled out to the people immediately, and there is no clear, concrete, immediate reaction to this, isn't there a negative message going out about the political establishment also?
No, and the other issue is that Mr. Zafarji was so,
First, you have to listen to me. First, you have to admit. First, you have to admit that there is a malaise, which they have admitted, that there is there. This is the problem.
Yeah.
We need to address. Till we don't accept that this is the problem within us, and then I think that beyond political class, it has to come from the civil society also. Because the political parties behave the way the civil society wants them. So it has to also come from the civil society. And I read the apology letter which was issued by the SP of Surat, and I said that you need to apologize to the Muslim community of Surat, which they said that they will be doing. So apology, reforms, and the sanitization of the police force, these are the things to be done.
Okay, these are the larger issues, and Mr. Jainaram Vyas, could the centre not intervene? If you think this is a big enough issue, which everyone else seems to think it is, shouldn't the centre intervene? Couldn't the centre intervene?
Centre intervenes, my dear lady, centre intervenes under 354 when the law and order situation in the state has broken down. Unfortunately, that is not the stage in Gujarat. The state government is fully capable of taking care of these kind of incidences, and as Zafar has said, and he is very close to the powers those be, I think there is a reason to take his words with great seriousness. The matter is being attended. So I don't think there is any need for the centre to intervene on such a trivial issue.
You've called it a trivial issue, and I'm not sure if that is really the way to go, Mr. Vyas, because it's not a trivial issue. We'll get closing comments from both Dr. Ajay Kumar as well as Raghav Chadha. Dr. Ajay Kumar, we'll come to you for closing comments, and then Raghav Chadha.
You have made up your mind, you have written the judgment, and you are conducting the trial. I'm sorry to say that.
You just called it a trivial issue on air,
No, I said it in altogether. I said in the context of breaking down the law and order. You understand my English first.
Okay, Ajay Kumar.
When the section 356 is applied.
First question is that, I'm not going to be so believable like Mr. Zafar Sareshwala or Jainaram Vyas on this issue. I'm saying that, SP said, somebody said, reprimanded good, and deeper malaise, everything else. The government is known by the action it takes. There is a video floating around, the whole country is shocked. What inquiry results, what will happen, let them put it in the public domain in the next 10 days. At least give a time frame to which that action will be taken. Otherwise, all this is, just to fool the people. And I'm not so gullible like Mr. Zafarji to say that, he reprimanded, they are very touched about it. You show it by action, show me by clear steps you have taken based on the evidence you have. That's about it. And
the urgency seems to be missing. Raghav Chadha.
If they don't do it.
You see the answer that you were looking for was that the police and the security agencies need to be depoliticized and de-linked with their political masters and their ideology. As rightly pointed out in Prakash Singh versus Union of India, a landmark Supreme Court judgment that talks about that how security agencies, intelligence as well as police needs to be completely de-linked with the politics and the politicians. And I would like to make one important point. Had this incident, that this typecasting, this stereotyping done by an affiliate of the RSS or the Sangh Parivar or the VHP, etc., we would have been debating on a totally different tangent. But this has happened and this has been indulged into by a state instrument, by the state police. So the questions that we need to answer is that is this sort of mindset, this type of stereotyping slowly creeping into the public institutions? Is this sort of mindset being displayed at every police station, in every checkpoint in the country?
Okay. So,
and these are the answers that we need to find.
So Raghav, as you and Kamal Farooqui and
nuances of
Zafar
this point.
Sareshwala have said tonight this could be a larger problem which certainly needs to be looked into, but I think the smaller problem here is that of action of the state government, and Jay Narayan Vyas has assured us that there is going to be action. You specifically said, Mr. Vyas, that a week from now we will see concrete action from the Gujarat state government, and we certainly hope that that is going to happen because we're going to hold you to that. On that note, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. We're out of time on debate number 2 tonight. Thank you very much.